Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move at the 30. Into the secondary on the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back swinging for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him reception.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finds the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Black. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. There he goes. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Look at that, just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Brings it down on the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Dickens. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the right side. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Good timing on the quick out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Finds his man. It's Sanford. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Sanford. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
On the out route. Martin out of bounds at the 38. And that's a first down for the offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Brings it to the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over UNLV. Any change in momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Time to take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. 10. Touchdown, Houston. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Black. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Turning it on. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. It'll be a draw. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
At the 40. And first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top, looking to scramble. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Going for the big play. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gives it on the option. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
Here we go. Break. Black 14.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Houston offense comes onto the field. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Cougars! Fitted in the window for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Houston wants to play fast. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quick completion on the out. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Unleashes one. got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Into the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Use the play fake, now to throw. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston! Well, that didn't necessarily go as, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bailey. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State quick to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hoffman. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Lets it fly. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter. Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Release to the back. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. To running room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over South Alabama. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for space. It's Dickens. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not